You're looking at me to give you some dirt on Blair?
I'm taking Blair to court to get custody of my daughter.
Ooh, looks like old Blair really crossed the line this time, especially you looking to get sole custody of your own kid. I told you that woman was a bloodsucker. What'd she do to you?
Enough.
I am not the kind of man who would take a child from its mother. Ordinarily.
But you would be willing to make an exception in this case?
Only if the exception had blonde hair, a black heart, and goes by the name of Blair.
Well, then you can help me. At least your past can help me get custody. When you and Blair were married, she tricked you into thinking she was pregnant. Is that right?
Yes, she lied to her pearly whites about it. But even knowing that, it's not going to help you get your daughter back.
Well, it proves that she's a scheming witch. And then when you found out about it, and you could say worse things about her, you said something about a heart attack?
That little tramp got me so riled up. Believe it or not, so stressed out. I collapsed on the floor with chest pains. I begged that she-wolf to give my pills. And you know what she did, Todd? She looked down at me and laughed, walked out of the room. Left me for dead.
Well, then it sounds like Blair is a potential murderer.
I kind of think we could say that, Todd.
Yeah, but would you say that, Asa? I mean, in court, would you swear to it?
Todd wants custody of Star. And since he was willing to kidnap her already, I think the security guards are a very good idea. In fact, Dorian hired them around the clock.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I really thought I'd convinced him to drop the custody suit.
You honestly thought Todd was going to change?
Well, I thought he was going to make an effort to. Try and get some counseling, and then I thought if you saw that he was making an effort, you would at least be willing to listen.
Well, we're way past that now, Vicky. See, I'm filing for divorce, and I'm going to sue him for custody of Star, and I'm sure Todd is going to fight me every step of the way. Now, that is where our relationship is now.
This is terrible. Do you have any idea what a custody battle is going to do to your daughter?
Look, I am not going to let Todd take my daughter away from me.
No, but, I mean, there's got to be another way to handle this. Why does it have to come down to a custody battle? I mean, I don't quite get what happened yesterday when you had your accident. Todd was very concerned about you. He went to the hospital to see how you were. What in God's name happened?
You might as well hear this from me first. I'm pregnant. That's what else I found out at the hospital.
You're pregnant? But that's wonderful. I mean, the timing, I suppose, could have been a bit better, considering how rocky yours and Todd's relationship has been recently, but a child? What? Don't you think that this is an incredible opportunity?
Vicky, the baby's not Todd's. The baby's Patrick's.
Oh, my God.
Look, it happened when I thought Todd was dead.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Well, that's certainly going to make things a lot more complicated.
You know, I thought Todd coming back from Ireland was going to be the answer to everything. You know, all the doubt and pain would come to an end, but who am I kidding? No, when Todd was in Ireland, he changed for the worse. And I mean, he comes back all right, but what does he do? He kidnaps Star. He sets fire to all the sets at Angel Square. I mean, you talk about falling in love with the wrong man.
Well, you know, in time, you
Vicky, how much time does one person get? How much time does one person... Look, I've run out of time.
No, you have not. I realize you're very angry with him now, but you also still love him. Believe it or not, stranger relationships than yours have survived, so perhaps there still is a chance.
No. I'm pregnant. And that is a sure sign that Todd and I were never meant to be.
Maggie, I started thinking about our second date the minute the first one went down the toilet.
He's sworn to everything I just told you at my divorce trial. Everything's a matter of public record.
Yeah, but seeing it on a painting from hearing you say it in person.
I don't think I'm ready to sink knee-deep in your mess.
I would make it worth your while.
How?
Well, you want to get revenge against Blair, right?
I'll tell you what, I'll get back to you later. Right now, I want to see my son Bo at the hospital.
Well, I look forward to hearing from you.
I'll just bet you do.
Was that Asa Buchanan, the one and only? And I think you just gave me everything I need to blow Blair right out of the water.
Forget it, Vicky. Todd and I are over except for the fighting.
Well, surely there's got to be some kind of trust remaining.
Come on. He accused me of passing Patrick's baby off as his. Now, where is the trust there? You tell me.
Well, Blair, you have lied about pregnancies before.
Well, this is different this time. I mean, you saw me at the hospital yesterday. I didn't know that I was pregnant then. Besides,
Well, you love Todd.
I was trying to win Todd back, honestly. From my heart.
Oh, this is so awful. And he's doing it all over again. He's just destroying himself. It is so hard to stand by and watch this.
He totally thinks that I've, just cooked this whole plan up. I know he's going to use this pregnancy against me in a custody suit. I mean, he already accused me of being an unfit mother even before all this happened.
That's absurd. You're not an unfit mother. You're a devoted mother. Why don't you show him the videotape of your televised appeal to Star's kidnappers? That ought to bring him to his senses.
It's too late, Vicky. Todd has hurt me all that he can hurt me.
I wish there was something I could do. The thing is that you and Todd are both so strong-willed, that doesn't help, and then maybe that's why you were drawn to each other in the first place.
Why it ripped us apart.
Well, look, I'm going to talk to him again about this custody suit. I don't know that it'll do any good, but at least I'm going to try.
Vicky, I know what I'm up against. And I'm not a pushover as far as my daughter is concerned. He can fight me and threaten me all he wants, but he will not get custody of Star. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I will find a way to stop him.
Are you running on all 8 cylinders?
I'm a runner. A mother.
Freeman, we can nail her to the wall on this one.
That's certainly a wonderfully useful story about Mr. Buchanan's heart attack and her response.
The only difference between Blair and a murderer is a dead body. And now she's pregnant with a real killer's kid. See what a judge has to say about that.
Except Patrick Thornhart hasn't been officially charged with Carlo Hester's murder.
Yet.
The inference being that he will be.
Any day now.
What makes you so certain?
Look, the only thing that I care about is getting my daughter away from Blair. So you take that stuff that Asa told me, and you put it in a bunch of documents and send it off to the court. And while you're at it, you slip in that Blair was trying to pass off Patrick Thornhart's baby as mine.
Has she admitted that?
It doesn't matter what she says, it's what she does. It's what she's been doing since the day that I got back.
In order to mislead you into believing she was carrying your child?
Absolutely. She's been playing that card every chance that she got.
Then I suggest you do some documentation of your own.
What's that supposed to mean?
The law lives on proof, Mr. Manning. The more you can back something up, the more the court backs you.
So you want me to take all of the dirt and kind of pile it up? Is that what you're saying?
Something like that. Just try to remember every instance you think Blair lied to you, and then describe it as specifically as you can. It's no fun, but can be very helpful.
I don't want to see Blair. Can all that happen now? Patrick, Nora, the security guard said that you were here.
Yeah, what's that about? Todd?
You guessed it. So, what do you want?
Blair, Patrick told me about the situation that the two of you are in, and before I say anything else, I want to tell you that I understand how tough this must be for you. But at the same time, we're here to ask for your help.
With what?
We wanted to ask you about the supposed witness in Carlo's murder.
It's a man named Zelenko. He's the man that the Sun quoted as saying that he heard voices, especially an Irish accented voice, on the deck of the ship the night Carlo was murdered.
Well, look, I wish that I could help, but Todd dealt with him.
Just bear with us for a second. Margaret says she remembers this man from the Wild Swan.